Welcome, everybody. It is Beyond the Barricade. We are live. It's 8 o'clock EST time. And, oh, man, we got a comment already? Whoa. Woo! What's up? All right. Let's see what we got going on, first of all. We got BBW coming up June 10th. I will be there making a live appearance. The women's champion is not going to be there, unfortunately. But Tatiana will be there making her debut. So you're going to want to come down and check that out. And her opponent is going to be decided. So we'll find an opponent for her yet. But one is coming. But just make sure you go to victoryprowrestling.com to get your tickets for the June 10th show. If you're out here in Long Island, this is the show on June 10th to be at. We'll also be at New Evolution Wrestling over in New Jersey on June 17th. And on June 16th, the night before, I will be at Wrestling Is Now Sunset Flip that Friday, June 16th. And Saturday, June 17th, it's Jersey weekend for Papa Dank. So I'll be there all weekend. But without further ado, let me bring out my very special guest, Ray Ivy. How you doing?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good, brother. How are you?
Oh, man, just living it up. Just living life to the best ability, man.
that's all we can do, right?
Hey, I got a saying, I'm alive. If they want much more than that, they can call somebody else.
Everybody's saying hello. Oh, they're booing you already, man. Oh, man.
You know, all that does is tell me I'm doing my job, bro.
That is true. That is true, man. That is true. I'm just trying to pull up everything we need to pull up so that people know. Oh, let me talk about this real quick. The MCW Anti-Bullying Tour.
Yes,
Talk to me about this.
When I first came, well, I guess you could say start from the beginning back in 2002 when I first started.
Okay.
MCW was the second federation I ever worked for. I started with Federation of ASWF here in Arkansas, but MCW, I guess you say you always come full circle when you come back home. MCW was a second home when it came to wrestling because, like I said, second show I ever worked for. And when I came back this time, Harry and 187, whatever you want to call them, they started this anti-bullying, and it kind of hit home because I was bullied in high school. So to be able to participate in that meant a lot because a lot of shows you go to, they do this whole anti-bullying thing, and I mean, yes, they do act, but don't do a whole lot of action. But I can honestly say, with what I've seen MCW, just attempt to start off with when they first started, it showed me that it's something that they truly believe in, and I am 100% behind it, and I want to participate in it 100%.
Awesome. Me too. I'm gonna contribute some way, even though I'm out here in Long Island. I'm gonna do a special sticker with my little pop figure thing with the anti-bullying logo. I'm gonna sell them for $5 each, and then any proceeds will go to whatever fund MCW wants to provide for anti-bullying. But man, Amber's got some words for you here. Look, how did we get so unlucky to have you to come to MCW?
Well, I mean, you actually consider it a blessing. I mean,
that's right. Amber, you're blessed.
Yes, truly blessed to be able to witness what true talent is in the ring, I guess.
There you go. All right, let's start off with how you fell in love with this wonderful world that we call wrestling.
Oh, wow.
We all fall in love with it if we're doing this, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, easiest way to say it is, man, I first of all, wanted to just follow in my father's footsteps. My father wrestled on the indie scene here in Arkansas for almost 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm 40 now. He was doing it before I was ever born.
Wow.
So, and
wow, who are some of his opponents? Can you name some of them?
The biggest opponent he ever got to face was Macho Man Randy Savage's dad, Angelo Popo.
Ooh, okay, all right, Angelo Popo. He had his own promotion too.
Yes.
What Was it at that
And
promotion?
I don't know which promotion it was. Like I said, this was back when I was younger. I know when I first, like not even a year after I got into it, him and my uncle, they were in the ring with Rock and Roll Express.
Mhm.
Uh, I've seen him face Hacksaw Jim Duggan
Oh wow.
here in Perryville, Arkansas,
Mhm.
and it was something like, I mean, easiest way to say it was something I wanted to do to follow in his footsteps. And I'll be honest, when I first got into it, I was like, I'll do this a couple years, then I'll go on about my life, And here I am,
Right.
20 years later, still
Still
doing
doing
it.
it.
So, uh,
Hold on, we got a comment for you from Amber. Oh, I know I'm blessed. I guess you have to have the bad to appreciate the actual good.
well, I mean, when you're stuck with those bad boys for so many years, it's, I mean, it's good to get a new flavor.
Crystal says, love watching Ray Ray. He makes it fun.
I mean, that's my goal, is to make it fun, to make it entertaining. Because, I mean, now don't get me wrong, I am a product of the old school. I was trained old school way.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I realized that in order to keep the sport alive, it has to evolve something.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, let me rephrase that.
All
That's
right.
my personal opinion. And somebody asked me one day how I feel about the whole comedy thing in wrestling. And I think there's a spot for every style of wrestling in this business. So I love the comedy. It's not my
Mhm.
style all the time, but I do love having fun out there.
Awesome. Are you watching the product now?
Yes, I do keep up with, well, not religiously,
Okay.
but I do keep up with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I keep up with it most of all is through TikTok, YouTube, because
All
I
right.
just don't. I'm not patient enough to sit down and watch 2 or 3 hours sitting here at the house.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What are you watching through TikTok? Which federations?
uh, AEW and WWE.
Okay.
Um, I'm 100% sold, and I know this is a sore subject to the old timers, I guess you could say. I love Orange Cassidy.
Oh, I love Orange Cassidy too, man. He's
I
great.
mean, he was so different when he first come in
Uh
that I've seen a lot of people say, "What the hell is he doing?"
huh.
And
A lot of people love
the
Orange
whole
Cassidy
hand.
nowadays.
Oh yes,
We got another comment from Damon Clap. Amen to that. Everyone has their own personality put into the wrestling persona. Everyone is different. Love Orange Cassidy,
mhm.
but he is comedy. LOL.
And one
All right.
thing, a lot of people, if you go back, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, good.
One thing, if you go back and you watch some of Orange Cassidy on the Indies, the man can go when he wants to.
Yeah, definitely.
Like one of the best technical in ring when he's not doing the comedy thing, I guess you could say.
Right. Yeah, he's from out here where I'm from.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I never got a chance to see him
Okay.
in action, but
Look him up on YouTube. It's a match.
I've
It's
seen him.
nothing but straight comedy. It's him and Colt Cabana.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh, it's on the beach. Literally, it's on the beach in a ring.
hmm
I think the match is only like 8 minutes long, but throughout the entire match, they have a beer in their hand,
Right.
and the way they're bumping is they're passing the beer back and forth, and I
Okay.
just love it. So, what's up, Carl? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Carl? Carl saying hello to everybody in the chat. um, yeah, man, a lot of those AEW talent are from out here from Long Island,
Yes.
such as their biggest star right now, MJF.
Oh man,
He's
I
from out
love I
here.
love me some MJF.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Statlander, I knew more, but she worked at BPW and she was their
Okay.
women's champion at one point.
Yeah, she just
And
came back.
yeah, she just came back. I was lucky enough that I got a chance to interview her when I first started doing this.
Okay.
Back before AW. But yeah, I knew a lot of that talent. Silver Reynolds, I seen them around and stuff like that. So yeah, man, a lot of good stuff happened out there. All right, let's go into where'd you go train? Did your dad train you?
My dad and my uncle trained me. I'm sure you know Burt Prentice,
I don't
or
think
have
I
you heard
do.
of
I think
him?
I heard of him definitely.
Yeah, he was over in this area. Uh, my dad and my uncle used to work for Burt Prentice
Hmm.
down here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and I was like 10, 12 at the time. If it was the one from this past Saturday, I do remember that sign.
I thought that was interesting. I never seen someone say that before, but okay.
And um, the easiest way I got into training is I tell everybody I trained my whole life because when my dad actually ran shows some down here in Arkansas,
Hmm.
and before the show and after show, I JPJ is 100% right. Ozark Mountain Wrestling.
It's JPJ.
um, and I'd get in the ring before the show and after the show and play around. My dad would work with me some throughout of it. And when I was about 18, 19, I was just like, I gave up, didn't think he was ever going to train me. And then one day he called me and he was like, hey, January 25th, you got your first match. I was like, what? And
You're like,
I
what?
was like, so where's a ring that I can work out in so I can get,
uh,
some more training in? I mean, and then I think we was in Perryville, Arkansas at the BC Lloyd building. They set the ring up a week before the show, actually.
mhm.
And I worked out a few days in there. But like bumping and things like that, I basically did it throughout my whole life, my childhood, just because that's what I wanted to do because my dad was doing it.
Right.
And um, in my first match, I took an ass whooping. I mean,
Who was your
I can tell you,
opponent?
it was my dad.
Oh, your dad was your. Oh no.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I can tell you the offense I got in my first match was three punches. That was it.
That was it.
And I took an ass whooping for the next 10, 12 minutes. And then a lot of guys don't get the privilege I got in my first match. I went over by a schoolboy because I had the privilege of Moondog Spot and Handsome Jimmy Valiant getting involved in my first match.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
um,
awesome.
it's so funny. Handsome Jimmy Valiant, I love that man. I mean, I had never got the privilege of, at the time being able to hear what the guys talk about when they're checking on each other.
Hmm.
And Handsome Jimmy coming there to check on me, and I was expecting to be like, "Hey, kid, you all right?" But all I heard was blah 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 blah. He was literally just mumbling, making it look like he was talking. I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm good."
Yeah, sure.
But I mean,
What has been
I consider
uh
it a privilege to work my dad in my first match.
awesome? What was the best advice your dad gave you that you still carry with you today?
And um, this is something that I actually, if I'm working with somebody in the beginning of their career, if I'm giving them advice, like you said,
Hmm.
never think you know everything.
Okay.
If you think you know everything, if you think you can't get hurt, get out.
Yeah, anybody can get hurt. Yeah, it's not like an exact science. Things happen in the ring.
Kind of, to go with it, it was anytime you get ready to go out the curtain, you don't have butterflies in your stomach, then you got a problem. I mean, of course, you're not going to have eagles if you're, you know, say for I'm just going to use MCW for an example, where
Hmm.
we're there every Friday night.
Hmm.
Yes, I still get nervous. I still get butterflies in my stomach when I get ready to go out. But that's because I want to do my best. I want to put on the best show I can possibly put on, and have fun while doing it. But at the same time, if I'm not nervous when I get ready to go out, that tells me something's wrong. And that's the advice that I carry with me that my dad gave me at the
Okay.
beginning.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Tell me about your favorite opponent that you've wrestled in your whole career so far.
I'll do it other than my dad, of course, but I had the privilege of stepping in the ring with Bobby Eaton.
Bobby Eaton. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Um,
Tell me about that
he,
match a little bit.
man, the first time I actually had it a couple of times. It was a 6-man tag. No, yeah, 6-man tag.
Uh,
And we were in front of probably like 700 people. And I was just like a year in,
mhm.
2 years in, I was
Wow.
probably the most nervous I'd ever been in my life because A, I'm standing across the ring from beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Right.
Second, I'm in front of the biggest crowd to date at that time. And but
Wow. That's a large crowd, man.
yes, and you know, a 6-man tag normally has the potential to turn into a cluster. And but he was a true ring general, and being able to keep that match under control.
Uh,
Um, One of the lightest workers I'd ever been in the ring with. One of the most professional guys I'd ever had the privilege of being in the locker room with.
wow.
Um, just 100%. An inside joke between him, um, me and him was because it got to where in this area he was around more often
Hmm.
towards the end of his career.
Hmm.
Um, Somebody said like when he first found out that I was openly gay in the area,
Hmm.
in the Bible Belt, matter of fact, he was like, "Is it true?" And I was like, "Yes, everybody knows."
Right.
And we happened to be out at. He was managing me that night, actually,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
that was an honor in itself.
Right. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Bobby
And
Eaton? Come on.
I was heel. I took a bump and I went out. And when I was laying on the floor, he's over there patting me on the butt, going, "Everybody knows, kid. Everybody knows." And from that moment on,
Oh, man, that's awesome.
when he'd see me in the locker room, he'd point across and he'd look at me and be like, "Everybody knows." And it was, and that's something me and Brian Thompson still say to this day. The one that was managing him towards the end.
Everybody knows. We
Yes,
got
everybody knows.
we got a comment for you from Melissa. I can honestly say Ray Ivy is a heck of a wrestler. Every week he brings more to the ring. He has a lot of good matches. And then Carl said, "Hold on, nobody asked you."
I mean,
Hey, this
nobody really did ask her, but at the same time, it's an. I mean, whether it's from fans or not, whether
uh-huh.
I guess, I guess you could say whether I'm good or bad. The fans' opinions do actually matter, but at the same time, they don't because I'm out there doing what I love to do.
You gotta love what you do, right? I mean, you have to if
Hey,
you're this is like the sport, man. I love this sport too, man.
oh yeah,
I love wrestling. It's brought a lot of people together. It brought me and my brother who passed away unfortunately 12 years ago. It brought me closer to him, and because he loved wrestling too. He's a big
right,
John Cena fan. Love John Cena, and it's
yeah,
like this is a great business, and a lot of people get to do great things in it.
yeah. I can, you know,
Carl, Carl's going nuts in there.
oh Carl, man, uh, I love Carl.
I love Carl too, man.
I love old Carl, man. Um, I tell a lot of people, man, like you're saying, business brings family closer together. It really does, man. It brought me and my dad closer together when I first started. Because I mean, yes, I've always been a daddy's boy. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm not afraid to admit it.
Uh,
Uh, but I wrestling brought us closer together, and 100%, I have to say it, man. Wrestling saved my life
wow.
because I was headed down the wrong roads. 16, 17, 18 years old. I
Mhm.
was doing a bunch of dumb shit. Pardon my language. Um, and my dad told me, he said, "I will train you if you get clean."
All right. Thank you, Serena. Okay. Oh, he did say that to you.
Yes. And I tried, and I totally forgot about what he said. And
Mhm.
I was just because I was focusing on getting myself straightened out.
Right.
And from that, I mean, after I had my first match, man, me and my dad, we started traveling a little bit more together, and just like you said, brought us 100% closer together. So This business owes me nothing. I owe everything to this business.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Any dream opponents you want to wrestle against, whether it be in the indies or professional?
There's actually a couple, man.
All right, let's do it.
The first one, I guess, right now, he's the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champ, is Kerry Morton.
Okay.
Just because, hey, my dad got to wrestle his dad.
Oh wow, that would be awesome.
You see what I'm saying? My dad got to
Yeah, I
wrestle his
see.
dad before my dad retired. So, son versus son.
Yeah.
And I know I'm a little bit older than Kerry, but I think I could still go and keep up a little bit. And then I know this man catches a lot of slack because he's in AEW right now. There's two out of AEW I'd like to step in there with. One would be, of course, Darby Allin.
Darby.
Just because I still do love the hardcore scene and the death matches, But then again, I'd love to step in there with Sammy Guevara. Just to see if I could keep up. I mean, he might run circles around my old ass, but
I love Sammy.
Oh, dude, man.
I used to watch his vlog a lot.
That's what I was about to say. I watched his vlog before he made it to AEW. And then next thing I know, he's on, what was it? The first pay-per-view they did.
All In.
Yeah.
I remember that pay-per-view. MJF was there.
Yes, MJF. Yeah. And just because I do like working big guys, just because I love telling that big guy, little guy story, I guess you could say. Ace Romero, AC Baby.
Okay. Ace Romero, that's the guy.
He was an Impact.
The guy with, oh no, I'm thinking someone else. Okay, I got it now. I got it. Right. Okay, why is that?
Well, just because I like the big guy, little guy story, Underdog story, I guess you could say. I love telling the underdog story.
Okay, that's good. Where would you like to wrestle that you haven't wrestled?
Honestly, it'd be up in your area, and I'll tell you why.
New York, all right, around the New York area. Okay, how come?
Around New York, the Jersey area.
Okay.
Because down here in the South, it is so hard to put on a Pride show.
Oh, that's not an issue up here, man.
I'd love to be booked up there on a Pride show.
Not at all.
Simply because, I mean, now don't get me wrong, I'm actually, to me, I feel like I'm actually pretty well accepted for who I am on our scene,
right,
our circuit. But at the same time, they've got shows up in your area simply dedicated to the LGBTQ workers.
Right. I think Serena, is there one coming up? She knows everything. We'll wait for her to answer, but yeah. Look, Carl says your family, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I've known.
She thinks there's a few Pride shows coming up in Jersey. Okay,
I'm gonna have to check that out. See if
I'll make sure Serena will let you know. Like she'll get that info to you.
Sweetness, appreciate that.
I'll come and support a Pride show from Amber. Please have drag for intermission.
It's a funny story to play off what
together.
you just said. Down here, there was a guy named Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
He had a bar. It was called Rumors.
Mm-hmm.
It was a straight bar, but they did drag shows there.
Okay.
And I have my best friend, my roommate, he does drag, and he was the show director, booker, whatever you want to call it, for the drag shows.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first Tuesday of every month, we did a wrestling show there.
Okay.
And for the Pride show in June that year, I actually did have drag performances during my intermission. And it caught on so well. We every month we had 2 or 3 drag performers come in. We'd have a match, a drag performance, a match, a drag performance, and it actually caught on really well. I was surprised.
That's awesome. Well, we got some questions for you. Hold on. When did you join MCW? Says Natalie.
2002 actually is the first time. What's up, Thompson? It's one of my really good friends.
Gotcha.
I first joined MCW in 2002
Okay.
when I first started, and then I took a break, and then I came back,
Right.
and I came back after Harry and David took over, and like Carl said, family will go. I've known them for 20 years, so they are family more than just acquaintances.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. They've taken me in as well, so I feel like I'm part of the family.
Man, I love them guys to death.
I think Carl's coming back on. He's coming on the show in a couple weeks.
You in for a treat there, bro. You in for
I
a
know.
treat.
I had a taste. Amber says MJF and her Orange are her favorites too.
Yes. Those are two of my favorites right now. With Olivia.
Can't leave out the Miz, but yeah, with Olivia, that's true.
The Miz, man, the Miz.
The Miz, man, the Miz is awesome.
He's not a bad guy. He's not. I mean, I can't say that I've ever met him, but like on scene, he's not. I don't see him as a bad guy. It's just my personal opinion. He's a little more overrated, but he has improved so much this year.
He had a hell of a match the other night.
Yes, he did. That one spot or one move he did out of the corner and face buster rolled all the way through, and I was like, okay, now okay, you're rubbing, you're growing on me a little bit there, buddy. And I think it's just I don't think it's the person in general. I think it's the WWE way of holding them back, watering them down.
Yeah, that's probably true. Serena's got the breaking news. Carl Clapp and Olivia will be on Monday, June 12th at 9 p.m. EST time.
Oh, snap.
There we go. All right.
Well,
we were on the Miz.
Any more questions in there? Most memorable match of my career.
Amber says when she married into the family, she had no idea how much the family there was.
Man, you didn't marry you married into like the Duggar family from here in Arkansas.
Natalie wants to know why you have to be a heel. She wants to see you as a face.
Honestly, when I first started, I was face, and I ran face for years, like 2 or 3 years before I ever got the opportunity to be a heel. And I mean, people that know me know it ain't my real personality, I guess you could say, but it's something I fell in love with, But at the same time, I like being. Honestly, I just like being in the ring, and however you accept me, you accept me. If you don't,
we are the royal family of the Mid-South.
The royal family. I guess you consider yourself royalty.
Carl's royalty, man. He needs a crown and a scepter.
Yes. We'll order you one off Amazon. I ain't paying a whole lot of money for it, but I'll order you one.
Do you want to answer Michael's question about most memorable match?
Oh, most memorable match. It would have to be with the match that my dad retired in. And I guess the reason that I see that as one of the most memorable ones is we played the whole angle of him being ashamed of me. And, because of my LGBTQ status. And that's one thing I'll say is I'm not afraid to push the envelopes when it comes to storylines. Because I love people with genuine reactions. And
those are the best.
Yes. And when you have that crowd, you literally look out in the crowd, and it's not just, crowd members. It's my family was crying. Right. Because, when me and my dad hugged at the end, he grabbed the microphone and told me he was retiring on the spot. I didn't know nothing about it. And you seen me and him both break down in tears in the middle of the ring. And I guess the fact of knowing that the man that helped me, not only gave me life, but gave me the opportunity to live my dream was ending his dream, I
Wow.
guess you could say.
Uh-huh.
That made it that's what made that one the most memorable match to me.
Wow. Okay. Josh thinks he can take you.
Well, see, that man right there, that's my road husband, my
Oh, your
wrestling
road
husband.
husband?
Yeah, his wife used to share him with me for 20 years when we rode the road together before he retired a couple weeks ago.
Kobe wants a rematch.
Hey, get a hold of the bookers at MCW
That's right.
or contact another promotion, and I am down, man. I'm always down to square off against one of the new guys in the business.
What's I don't know this, but what's your finishing move?
Um,
Uh-oh.
it's the Claymore,
Oh, all right.
but I call it the Gaymore.
I
And
love it.
me and my buddy, we had one of my friends when we were tagging, we called it. We hit a double Claymore at the same time,
Uh-huh.
but we called it the Spit and Stick. And it was like the first time the announcer said it on the microphone, which was Michael Thompson actually was the commentator at the time. And when I told him what to call it on the microphone, the look I got.
Mike says don't say it right. Don't ask about his submission. Oh no. Now I have to ask. Now I have to ask.
It was called the Astroglide.
Oh man.
And the crazy part is the way most of these names come along was people dared me to name these moves that. And it just stuck. I mean, I was like, okay, people are catching on to it, so it makes it different, I guess you could say.
Right. That's good, man. That's good. You got to be different. You got to be creative. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it's all part of being in wrestling. It's the same
I mean,
thing with those podcasters.
you'll get lost. You'll get lost, man. You'll get lost in the shuffle.
It's the same with us podcasters. We got to be all different. We can't all be the same type of podcast. You won't stand out. So I get that part. Oh, here we go. Serena, the spit and stick. Oh my God, that's a good one. Amber said more like the one we keep in the dungeon. I don't know what she's referring to on that one.
That's scary.
What is she keeping in the dungeon? The Devil's Rejects?
Right. Or down here in the South, they keep me in the dungeon.
What are some of your favorite things to do when you're not wrestling?
Something else me and my dad used to do together. Well, he did. I was young, but dirt track racing.
Oh, okay, that sounds like fun.
And me and my sister, like on Saturdays or nights that we don't have a show, I still go to the dirt track races with my sister.
Okay.
And fishing. I'm not a hunter. I may be from the South, but I'm not a hunter. I don't like getting up really early in the morning. Nope. I like night fishing where I can go sit out there at night, drink a beer, sit out there, cast and let it set. I ain't got to reel it in all the time. And and the whole generic ass response of hanging with my friends.
Okay. You're not big into collecting at all? Don't collect anything?
I just started collecting Funkos.
Oh, now we're talking, Ray. Now we're talking.
I'll show you the newest one that came in today.
Here's one right here. I got one right here. Look. The Green Goblin.
Oh, the Green Goblin.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I got today, too. But go ahead. Oh, yo, I just got that one, too.
I got that one,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
my Dolly Parton will be in tomorrow.
That's great. Which one? There's a Funko Shop version.
Actually, I can tell you because I ordered it from Amazon. It may be the
Oh,
Amazon
it's not the
exclusive.
Funko Shop version. There's an exclusive one. I think she's in a white dress. I think I have it somewhere. But I just received today a signed Rhea Ripley.
No, it's the orange suit one.
Oh no, there's a white one on the shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one next.
Yeah, they
But I
just
have to
released
say,
Ozzy Osbourne today on the shop.
oh, yep,
He's
I
a
got to go get that one too.
he's a shop exclusive. Yeah, and Funkos is my specialty right here.
Um, my favorite one is on the shelf. It's got too many sitting on it.
What do you
Let's see.
have?
I have the Golden Girl set,
Oh, the golden. Oh, there's the 4-pack of the loose ones.
the 4-pack.
The four. That was a Walmart, right? If I'm not
Yeah, it was a
mistaken.
Walmart exclusive,
Yeah.
and
Oh, you have the flare pin.
uh, yes, I got the flare pin,
Yeah.
the Sheik,
The Sheik. Yeah.
and I just got the Hulk Hogan one in.
I need the Sheik. I have the flare one, and I got an extra one because I wanted to put it in my bag. It's in my backpack.
I got a pin somewhere here. It's it's a little pin. It ain't a Funko, but it's the NWA replica belt looking.
Oh, okay.
I got to find it, but let's see.
Carl's
I like the
making fun of me.
the giant one right there too.
Carl's making fun of
bigger
me.
one.
Oh, wait. What? Papa Dink's piano is real? No, it's not real. Papa Dink.
It's Papa Dink.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm a big Funko guy.
I just recently started collecting Funkos. I think I counted earlier. I just recently started. I got like 48.
48. There is a GameStop Ted DiBiase coming out in a diamond edition. And the best part about this one, he's in a black suit, diamond edition. It's sparkly. And the best part about this, they have a chase, which he's in the green suit, sparkly.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that one.
And that's gonna be the chase is the harder one to get.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
I found something that I didn't even know they made. Like, I got 2 Richard Simmons ones.
Yes, they did make Richard Simmons, right? This chat's going nuts over here.
It's Whiskey Wednesday, Ray. Oh my Lord!
It's funny that you got to share and I get to share today too.
Because I ordered it. Because it just like when I ordered it. What's today? Wednesday.
I
ordered it Monday.
Okay.
Off of Amazon.
Yeah, I ordered it a month ago, and it.
Yeah, and because I wasn't paying attention, I'm
Right.
laying there scrolling through, and I thought I was clicking add to the cart, and it said pre-order, and it said pre-order now, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot it's not released yet, and it came before the Dolly Parton one did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I pre-ordered mine too, so I guess when you ordered it, just when they released it, so they shipped it out to you right away.
Yeah, they shipped it right away. There was one that was coming out. Ozzy Osbourne. I got the Ozzy one.
No, there's a new Ozzy coming up.
Yeah, new Ozzy and some Michael Jackson ones coming out.
Yes. There's a pop cover of his bad one, and there's one him in a white suit with his head down like this. His actual head is down instead of like up.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to look for that one.
Yeah, that one's coming out. It's not out yet, but it's coming. If you got any Funko questions, just hit me up, man. I'll let you know.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna have to keep you on speed dial.
Yeah, man. Just call me, man. I'm a Funko. You should see, man. I'm looking at Funkos right here on my kitchen table. And I had the big Freddy Funko statue that Toys R Us used to carry. I was able to get a brand new one a couple of years ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I paid like $1,500 for it.
Flash Gordon Queen album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
The Mercury one, yeah.
Remember the ones that they had out at Christmas?
Yes.
It looked like a scene from a movie.
Yes.
I got the Home Alone one.
I got that one too. Actually, I got 2 of them.
I got the Run DMC set.
Oh, you got the Run. I missed the Run DMC set.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a cheapskate. I just happened to go through the clearance aisle and they had it for $25.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, put that one in the bucket.
You don't even believe how much I paid for that Home Alone.
Probably about $50, $60.
$5 each one. It was on clearance.
Oh, Oh, I paid 25 for mine.
I was
What
like,
else?
fuck, I'm gonna take a
Natalie
vote.
and ask a question.
Oh, like this chat's going nuts.
Yeah,
Natalie says, "What outside games do you play, like cornhole or horseshoe?"
I like playing horseshoe actually, and
Did you see what Carl said?
yes. And I was actually supposed to say every once in a while I play cornhole actually, Carl. And I'm talking about the board and the bean bags.
Right.
Damon right under Carl said, "Beat me to it."
Maybe do it.
Oh, dude, I have to say though, MCW locker room
Mhm.
is one is 100% one of the most down to earth, chill locker rooms I've been in. Of course, just about any locker room you go to is going to be fast paced 99% of the time.
Right.
But when I walk in, man, it's like not going to a normal show. It's like you're coming home to chill with your family. Oh, be right back. Got to go do something real quick. Go
Right.
out to the ring.
Right. Well, hopefully I'll be able to make it one day.
Man, it would be awesome to see you there, man.
I'd
You
love to
know,
be there and see everybody in person. Love it.
to
Love
to actually in person meet the people that you see go back and forth in the chats.
it. Yeah, I know, right? Meet the whole clap family over there. I'll be surrounded by all claps. I'm like, what?
Yes. And this time you ain't. It's not. It's never mind.
I know where you were going with that one. I know where you were
I
going
forget
with
what
that
kind of
one.
locker room. You don't have to get a cream filled. Um,
Fast paced in MCW locker. Papa
man.
think we would love to have you at MCW. I'd love to be there, man. What's stopping you from coming? It's a little thing called funds. No,
And
I
this,
don't make no money, Carl. There's no money coming in here. It's
there ain't
going
no
out,
money
not
off.
coming in. Man, Ray, it's been really fun talking to you, and we gotta have you back on because I don't think we had enough time, and I have another podcast coming up, but definitely want to have
Hey,
you back on. We'll talk about whatever we need to. You got something going on? Let us know. We'll bring you back. We'll talk
awesome, man.
Funkos, more Funkos.
We got the sidetrack for like 10 minutes. Well, nothing but Funko Pops.
I know,
Um,
right? Amber says she loves to hate you.
hey, man, I will say this: the Clapp family, man, I 100% love them like they are my legit family, and I'd love
Awesome.
to come back on here. Just I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the biggest, I say biggest, but one of the first podcasts I've done outside of, just doing Facebook promotion. Um,
What do you think?
so I was nervous, but thank you. Y'all made me feel right at home. You made me feel at ease. So, 100% appreciate that, and I'd love to come back whenever y'all would like to have me.
Awesome. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm super laid back kind of guy.
Oh yeah, I love that.
But before we go, where can everybody follow you and your upcoming appearances?
Every Friday night at MCW, um, and this coming Saturday in Luxor, Arkansas, for our first stop of the anti-bullying tour for MCW.
Which I'm glad
And
you brought it up because I was going to bring it up.
and then I'm actually I know this is in August, but I'm partnering with MCW with the little show that I had just recently started. It's called Wrestling with Pride. Is the show.
Awesome.
We're partnered with MCW in a little town of Batesville, Arkansas, here at home, and doing a school fund or school supplies drive.
Okay. Yeah, back to school.
Yes, back to school supplies drive. What we're going to do is all the money that comes through the front door is actually going to go to purchase supplies to distribute throughout the Batesville district area. And yes, June 17th, next weekend. No, not next weekend. The weekend after next. We're doing a standing tall in Truman, Arkansas. The annual Moondog Spot Battle Royal. And hopefully up in your area sometime.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, man.
Yes. Again, thank you for having me on, man.
Hey, man. Thank you for coming on. Before we go, where is it? Can everybody follow you?
Oh, sorry. Facebook. It's
Facebook.
Hardcore Homo Ray.
Okay. I gotta follow you. I couldn't find you. I tried Ray Ray, and I'm like, well, it's not coming up.
Yeah. My Facebook profile is the Hardcore Homo. It's spelled weird, because Facebook guidelines wouldn't let me put homo.
Gotcha.
It's 80M0.
Okay.
I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, send me the link.
I'll
It's
send it
easier.
to Serena and let her get it to you.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
And no, thank you for advertising me, and Ray Ivy on Facebook as well.
All right, Ray Ivy. What? No Instagram?
I don't do Instagram, man.
All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't. I don't even do Twitter.
Okay. All right. And yeah, Serena doesn't like Twitter.
But
like Twitter.
I'll get you that. I'll get that link to Serena. Actually, I'll do that right now.
Okay. Awesome. And as for me, coming up next, I can find the graphic because there's a lot of graphics in here, man. From Goddesses of War, Kevin Nasta. He is the booker over there. And he's also part of Goddesses of War is also connected to Titan Championship Wrestling up here. And Chosen Pro Wrestling, which is a brand new promotion they're starting with upcoming new talent. And they had a 60 man tryout. It was a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
He's coming up next. I'm going to talk about some good stuff that they're doing as well up here in New Jersey. And thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. Appreciate the whole Clap family.
Appreciate it, Carl.
Appreciate the MCW Nation, as I call it. And they're doing the awesome thing with the anti-bullying tour. So appreciate that. Can't wait to get these stickers made so we can start, selling them and getting this money to help educate everybody on bullying. So
yes, man,
I'm excited about that. It's kind of like my first cause that I'm doing. So
awesome.
Very excited for that, brother.
To have you doing it with us, man.
Yeah, man. I'm all in with MCW.
All right, man. I appreciate it, and I hope you'll have a great day.
You too, brother. Everybody else have a good night. See you soon in my 9 o'clock. Ray, just stay on for a second.